He literally started off with that music. Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is the Stuart Buzz. Hope everybody's having a great day. I'm standing here with Esther. We have a conversation. I am not standing. I am sitting here with Esther. And we are going to have a great conversation regarding open carry in Florida. What has changed and what has remained. Welcome back to the Stuart Buzz, the show that breaks down the gun laws so you do not have to. Florida's open carry. What has changed? What do you have to know now? Where are the traps still lying? What's going on? There is do's, there is don'ts. Let's follow the rules. Number one, the background and recent change. Let's start with the status quo. Before this year, Florida open carry was not around. What we did do is we got rid of you needing a permit. Okay, you needed to do a background check, and you can buy a gun, but you have to pass a background check. You can't be on having a weed card and then carrying a gun as well. So you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do a lot of things, and let's break them down right now. Florida Statute 790.053. You think I memorized that? No, it's right in front of me. That generally prohibited open and carry a firearm except for limited exceptions: hunting, fishing, in one's home or a place of business, while transporting from A to B of one of those things.
Like in a car?
Yeah, if you're actually on your way to work and you have a firearm in your car, okay, they probably get away with that. But you literally have to have that background check done first. That was then. I'm going to tell you what now is, by the way. But that was then. What I don't get really is you can have a fishing pole in your car and you say you're going fishing and you can carry a firearm. Huh? Now, I don't know the last time you went fishing, people, but I don't use a gun to shoot my fish. So I'm not really sure where that's going with that you're allowed to shoot your fish now.
What if it's like a gator coming to attack you and your dog? That's not a fish. Oh. But what if it was a gator coming to attack you and your dog? Would you shoot it?
I guess I probably would shoot it, but
that's probably why people bring guns when they go fishing.
I'm not really sure, but you know what? You hold on to that. You comment below. We'll be right back, and then we're going to discuss what you think about the new law that's coming up. And Esther is going to go inside and say hello to the people.
Yes.
And we're going to go there. We'll be right back. Talk to you in a minute. Okay, and we are back, believe it or not. So let's get back to what we were talking about the open carry, about the laws that we have now and what were and what are going to be. So, like I stated, Florida has a statute 790.053 that generally prohibited open carry firearms except if you were killing fish with a gun. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. Violating the statute is a second-degree misdemeanor. All right, so that means that you would be equal to whatever Esther's record would be.
Okay, I have none of that on my record.
No, so
believe it or not.
So Esther is a felon.
No, what?
And
would you hire a felon? That's a serious question.
Well, you're a 1099, so actually we didn't legally hire you.
Okay, first of all, I'm not a felon, because if I was, I wouldn't be able to keep my corporate job.
No, you're a felon. So anyway, so notably, when carrying concealed legally, one could briefly and openly display the firearm, so long as it wasn't in an angry or threatening or reckless manner. So, for instance, if I have my gun here, right, and I wanted to try on a belt, this happened to me. I have my conceal, of course. I would have to take off my belt and put on a new belt, so I'd have to take my gun and just put it over here for 1 second while I try on my belt. I don't think I'm going to be a felon for that. But if you take it out, or if somebody pisses you off and you lift up your shirt saying, "Don't mess with me," and you show them your gun, to me that's a threatening manner.
Really?
And you can get in trouble for that. That's the reason that you don't have a gun.
What, me?
Oh, yeah. You're out of your effing mind.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I wouldn't just lift up my shirt and be like, hey, I've got a gun.
Oh, you've lifted up your shirt. You lift up your shirt without a gun. Can you just imagine what you would do with a gun? I mean, come on. I mean, 3 people were in the store today and she lifted up her shirt.
No, I didn't.
3 people.
No, I didn't.
Okay. And they were women.
I didn't.
I don't understand what she's doing these days.
God, I can't.
She is an exhibitionist.
I haven't lifted up my shirt like that in a year. That's a long time for me.
Can you look at the camera and say that too?
I have not lifted up my shirt in a year. I mean, not in public.
And she can do that without like thinking anything's wrong. You know, I haven't shown my boobs to anybody in a year.
I mean, I didn't say anybody, but you know.
No, I mean, well, literally, she used to like stand on the corner. Somebody would stop, lift up her shirt.
No, that's public indecency. I could get arrested for that.
I'm sorry, you've never been arrested.
Is that a question or a statement?
So the ban had stood for decades. Since 1987, there was a no carry. I'm sorry, a not open carry. And it had been updated by the Florida Supreme Court earlier decisions, and that was from CBS News, by the way. For many Floridians, open carry was more theoretical. Can you say that word?
Theoretical.
Yeah. Than real. The concealed carry regimen was more built out, whereas open carry was largely off the table, except in niche uses, like the stupid fishing thing. I still don't understand that whole thing. In September in 2025, the Florida First District Court of Appeal struck down the Florida's ban on open carry. So that means this is the beginning of the Wild West.
Wait, we're in the East.
This is the beginning of the Wild East. So, no, seriously, like now you can open carry. There are restrictions to the open carry. Let me just get into that. So far, law-abiding adult and rights under open carry.
Like
and
me.
What are the boundaries?
A law-abiding.
You don't have a gun.
But I am a law-abiding adult.
If you were biting the law, which you have numerous times, then you wouldn't be a felon. So you may carry a firearm visibly, i.e. open carry, in public, where state and Florida law allows public to open carry. Now, that's logical. Where is that? The prohibition to open carry that once applied under 790.053 is no longer enforceable in its entirety per the appeals court. However, the rule of the court states you can't open carry is not absolute. You can't open carry everywhere. You must avoid displaying the firearm in a rude, careless, or angrily threatening manner, as I stated before, unless it's necessary self-defense. Just so you know. Did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
Oh.
On camera.
No.
Online.
Only kidding. I'm a very docile human.
Like my dog.
Oh, yeah, your dog's nuts.
He's so good.
So, honestly, you cannot be careless with your gun. You have to be a good gun owner. I am licensed to carry. You don't even need a license to carry now. All you need is a background check, as I stated earlier. If you carry despite the rules, you could be subject to trespass or armed trespass.
Oh my God.
If you're in a place where you're not allowed to carry a gun. I know what everybody's thinking.
What?
Where are you able and not able to carry a gun? So,
school.
Let's figure this out. You probably already know some of it. You cannot open carry into places where firearms are already prohibited by statute. Where are they? Courthouses. That's number one.
I've been there a lot.
Yeah, oh, no doubt. You've been there many times. Courthouses, courtrooms, detention facilities, jails, and prisons, where she's been to every one of them. Every one of them. She actually married somebody who's life in prison.
What?
So she is still married to him, although she does not tell her boyfriend, who she's living with now, that she is married to a felon.
No, I'm not. Stop it.
But with that, I want you guys to hold on to that. I want you to ask the questions below. Where are the places to carry and not to carry? And then we're going to go from there. We'll be right back. Okay, everybody, we are back. We just found out that Esther is actually more than one person. And we didn't realize that. I'm sure that your boyfriend realized that.
No, you misheard.
Right, of course I did.
Better delete that.
Right. So the other places, what we were talking about before we were rudely interrupted by Esther's mother, is that the courthouses, the courtrooms, all the places that Esther had visited, like the jails, the prisons, the places that she didn't visit are also off limits, which is schools, school property, education facilities.
I've been to school.
Except in very limited circumstances or authorized personnel. Now, in my opinion, I believe that every teacher should be able to carry.
I agree with you.
This way that if there was mass shootings, because there were mass shootings and they were in Florida, Parkland, we had a lot of deaths there. If people carried, then I think that we would be in a much better shape than we were when that happened.
Yeah.
So I am going to play with my phone while I'm talking to you guys, only so I can see what's happening in the store. Okay, so the other areas that you are not allowed to carry. Areas licensed for alcohol consumption. So that eliminates Esther from ever having a gun as well. There's numerous reasons why Esther cannot have a gun. One, she often visits prisons, jails, courthouses, things like that. Two, doesn't apply to her. She's never walked into a school.
Hey, that's not true. I went to college.
Oh. So we're going to mute Esther for a minute because Esther's going to walk over to the store. I'm going to tell you the rest of these things. Oh, no, that's microphone number 3. Sorry. Well, anyway, so the deal is that schools, properties, education, except for limited circumstances, like I said, I believe that teachers should be able to carry. Or at least, so when I went to school, okay, back when Fred Flintstone was around, when I went to school, there were no cops in the schools to watch the schools. You just didn't have them. But then again, there were no mass shootings either. So times have changed, without a doubt. I am not a big fan of the change. But that's the way it is. Other areas that you are not allowed are polling places. You cannot carry a firearm where there's a polling place. Like I said earlier, though, areas for licensed alcohol consumption, like bars, parts of restaurants, etc. There are certain conditions on that, by the way. You would probably be better off looking up on the internet exactly what those are, and I will put the link under details, and you can read more on where these are. Number 5 is the airports, inside the passenger terminal and beyond security. The inside sterile areas, if you want to say. Government buildings, places, state legislative facilities, etc. You can't carry in a private property if the owner forbids it. This is very important. If you are a store owner in downtown Stuart, say, And there is something on their front over there that says carrying an open carry is not permitted in this store. Then you're not allowed to carry in that store. You can't walk in and say, I'm allowed to carry in here. I was told the store owner who pays that rent for that store has the decision to make whether or not you can. So keep that in mind. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let you ponder that, write the questions below, and we'll be back in 2 minutes. We'll be back. We're back, and we're going to talk about what I mentioned before about I believe teachers should be able to carry guns in the schools. And I know that we were talking about the airports and stuff like that. And we were also talking about the courts, the logical places that you're not allowed to carry guns. But what is your thought about Mr. Jones, the English teacher, carrying a gun as long as he's licensed to carry a gun?
I think he should. I feel like it would totally prevent school shootings.
Okay. Do you believe your local pastor should be allowed to carry guns?
I'm Jewish.
I
My
don't
local
care.
rabbi.
You know what I mean.
My local rabbi.
Right.
Say rabbi.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean...
It doesn't matter if it's a rabbi, a priest, a just a Methodist.
I don't know. That's a weird...
Why?
I
There's been so much, there's been shootings in churches now.
Oh, okay. Then yes.
It's the same as a school. I mean, people are going in the churches. One just recently ran with their car into a church and then started stabbing people.
Crazy.
So you don't think that somebody should shoot that person dead, which they did, but it was the police. But what happens if it was a pastor that was there?
Then he would be like a hero.
Right. I believe that he would have the right to be able to do something like that, to be honest with you. I'm sorry. But, I'm kind of an eye for an eye when it comes to stuff like that. Don't mess with me when it comes to that. So courthouses, courtrooms, detention centers, we already know that Esther is not allowed in those places anyway now, because she's been, not only has she been there, she is now banned from there. So they have to make a new place, and they just made a new recent place.
Yeah, what's it called?
It's called Alligator Alley. And that is a place where Esther will be going next. Alligator Alley.
Okay, all right.
So the phone just rang. It was for you, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'll put you on mute and you can go over there and talk to her?
Sure.
Okay, that's the number right here. You go over there. Go talk to her. And I'm going to go over the rest of them. So the government meeting, hurry, run, Forrest, run. Okay, so the government places, state legislative facilities, all the logical places that you can not carry. If asked to leave, you must comply. This is what I was talking about. You can't carry in a private property if the owner forbids you carrying. If asked to leave, you must comply or face trespass consequences. Even though open carry is now legal, law enforcement can still intervene if your display of the firearm is a threatening, reckless, or public disturbance. So we will be back with you in 2 minutes. Just give me, let's see, we're going to go over what's next. We're going to get everybody's feedback exactly to what you believe is the open carry. We'll be right back. We're back, and we are here to talk about the things that we've been talking about, and we had to take some breaks because Esther has to keep on going potty. She needs to go to the doctor because honestly, this is like all the time, and it's getting worse and worse. So the places that you can and can't go to, we already discussed the schools and the airports and things like that. Government meeting places, we all know that. The law enforcement can still, this is something that you don't know. And I said this when you were away, but I'm going to say it. So you can't carry in a private property if the owner forbids it. So, for instance, I wanted to carry a gun into your house. You don't permit me carrying a gun into your house. You can tell me you're not allowed. If I still decide to do so, then you can call the cops and they will remove me.
Better than arresting you, right?
Well, they can arrest me too. It all depends, but they probably
Depends
wouldn't.
on the cop.
Yeah, but they probably wouldn't. But
Yeah.
so you have the right to say yes or no, whether or not it's your house, like whether you want me to carry a gun or not. Law enforcement can still intervene if you're displaying the firearm in a threatening or reckless manner. So if I'm looking to shoot you, that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
The federal restrictions, military bases, federal buildings, VA hospitals, those rules still apply. You can't carry any firearms into there. Person disqualified from firearm possessions are, and this is where she comes in, felons. Those under certain domestic violence issues. There she fits into that as well.
Don't listen to him.
And people with marijuana cards. She fits into that as well. So, like, somebody who is mentally deranged.
She fits into that as well.
So I'm just trying to say, don't carry a gun, Esther. It's probably not a good idea.
I do.
Know your no gun zones. They're very important to know. You got them now that you're going to want to now carry a gun? Carry a list if you have to, but I don't have to because it is kind of obvious.
Sense.
So train yourself handling your gun. Since visible firearms are drawn attention, theft or confrontation risk is actually higher. Oh, you're carrying a gun? What do you think? You're a badass?
Yes.
That kind of thing. So it is more confrontational to open carry than it is to conceal carry because people that see you open carry, number one, Karen, oh, you're carrying a gun, you must be a Republican.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, what are you going to do with that gun now that they passed the law? You're going to go around showing everybody you're carrying a gun? Well, you know what? I have a hidden gun. I'll shoot you before you can even get that thing out. Just saying.
Wow.
There are people that are like that. So be careful if you can open carry. I just wanted to see what it was like walking across the street open carrying. I did it. Oh, my God. It was fun. Oh, my God. But I probably won't do it.
Okay.
I probably won't. I'll probably still conceal. If I have to open carry, I can open carry. So at least they passed the law. I believe in the law. It's just that I don't believe in the law that you should not be licensed. I think everybody should be licensed. Not just a background check, but you should take a course on it because. Are you done?
Sorry.
Are you busy?
No.
Because I can stop the podcast.
No.
Just in time for you to text random felons.
Really? Why does it always got to be a felon? Why can't it be like a misdemeanor-y?
Because I know you. Okay, so anyway, be polite and low profile. Avoid doing anything that could be seen as intimidating or anything like that when you carry your guns. These are practical tips for being a gun carrier, just so you know. Check your local enforcement policies. Some countries, some county sheriffs and police departments are still assessing how they're going to implement this massive change. Going from concealed carry to open carry is a big deal. Just like it was a big deal going from you need to be licensed, now you don't need to be licensed, you just need a background check. Before you needed to be licensed and a background check, now you don't need to be licensed, but you still need a background check. I believe that you should be licensed. Just saying, that's who I am. Stay aware of the legislative changes. The Florida legislature may act to clarify more rules to the open carry in their next session, which is probably like 10 years from now because, like, freaking they never work. I mean, they're always off. It's kind of really weird. So let's talk about the appeals court. Let's talk about all that fun stuff. So even though open carry is now in effect, there is still uncertainty. For example, the appeals court. All right. We know it's just that word. The appeals is from the first DCA. So there's a debate whether or not it fully binds other appellate districts in Florida. Some sheriffs have expressed reservation in certain jurisdictions about enforcing open carry, immediately citing the need for clarity. Well, I don't see how that's going to work if the entire state is open carry. And then just for shits and giggles, Martin County decides not to do it. Under what jurisdiction do you have if the governor, the person in charge of the state, is saying that you can? How do you get in trouble for that? I don't know. It's kind of strange, but because the legislative is not yet caught up to this brand new law, which is last month on the 25th, from what I hear. But we're going to figure that out. We're going to all figure out why that's like that. We'll be with you in one moment. Okay, we're on again, and just to let you know, we're gonna get this thing rolling here. So the appeals court, because the legislature has not yet caught up with this brand new bill, especially about the definitions of the safe zones and all sorts of protections that need to be put into place. What counts as threatening or reckless displays is a gray area. I mean, what you may think is reckless, I do not think is reckless, but vice versa. Just Esther walking around is reckless. So, I mean, why isn't she in jail right now for being reckless? I have no idea why. But we love her anyway, even though she is dysfunctional. Both her brother called me this morning and her mother a tad bit worried about her and going off the deep end. But we'll get into that in another podcast, probably next week.
Yeah.
About her deep endness that she tended to go off. Conflicts between private property rights and the open carry rights may lead to a novel court decision, which is really going to probably make a difference on yay or nay regarding keeping this the way it is. Somebody is going to pass through the camera, and that is fine. Don't even. There you go. That is in there. There is. So right now, the question is, do I need, or you can ask the question. Go ahead. Question number one. Do I need
a permit?
Why don't you talk into the microphone?
Do I need a permit to open carry now?
The answer is
no.
That's right. You don't need a permit to open carry. You actually need to have a background check. So after the court ruling, the Attorney General guidance, open carry is illegal without a permit for those legally allowed to possess firearms. So question number 2. Quick.
Can I open carry in my car?
The rules for transporting firearms in a vehicle still apply. Secure easement, private. So here's the deal. It's usually a 3-step process. The way if you don't or are not legally allowed to carry, depending on whether the firearm is on the person or in the container, open carry inside the vehicle is more legally delicate. If I'm carrying and I go sit in my car, I'm probably still carrying.
Yeah.
When a policeman pulls you over, respect the thought and give him your license along with your carrier permit. If you have one. If not, let him know I'm carrying. And they'll respect you for that. They don't want to find out by mistake that you're carrying.
Yeah.
So always let the officer know that you are carrying. I know you people out there that are like rebels and, oh no, they have no right to even ask me if I'm carrying. Yeah, you're right. They don't. But these people are human beings, and you have a gun, and he's pulling you over. Honestly, I wouldn't trust your ass either. So I would want to know if you're carrying. If you are, hey, thanks for letting me know. 9 times out of 10, probably they'll be respectful towards you.
Yeah.
That's the way I think. Question number 3. I'm going to read them because you're not like really over.
Could I still be arrested even though open carry is allowed?
Yes. If you carry, violates other statutes, threatening display, trespassing, entering a prohibited place, a bar, courthouse, Esther's home, or if enforcement authorities argue your behavior was reckless or unlawful under the law. Now, they can make that judgment, but you can take it up in court, to be honest with you.
True.
So they may not be right, and they're not always right. But respect what the police officer states. Don't fight him. Don't argue with him. If that's what you think, I will take it up in court, and if I'm right, I will win. If I'm wrong, I will lose. It's just like when you went to court. You were wrong. You lost.
No, I wasn't.
You
I won.
lost. You lost.
I won. Look it up.
Hello?
Look it up.
What was the deal with the ankle bracelet that you had to come with all the time when you went here to do readings? She walked around with a very, very colorful ankle bracelet that she called an anklet.
Yeah, I bought it from your store.
She has an ankle bracelet.
Do I need to like show the camera my feet?
Well, no, we actually pried it off with a pair of pliers the other day.
God, I can't take it right now. I can't.
What?
I can't.
You don't think that wasn't you?
What is this, saw?
That's actually.
I don't like it. I saw like a piece of it. Saw, get it? No pun intended.
That was very funny.
No pun intended.
So the first saw that I saw.
Saw that you saw. Oh!
Was scary as hell for me.
Yeah, I'm not about it. It's so gruesome. It's like
where the guy was laying on the floor and he had to cut off his own leg.
I know, right? So he could like escape.
Like, really?
I'd rather be dead.
Yeah, like if I'm gonna cut off my own leg, just shoot me in the head or something.
I know.
And that gets back to the gun law, by the way. Go on there. Any questions regarding carrying that you are not going to do anyway, Esther Bay?
Not at this moment.
And do you still want to be able to carry?
Yes, I do. Think about it. If someone points a gun at me and like, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, I have a knife. What is that knife going to do for me? Like, they're obviously going to get to me first with a gun. A knife is not going to help me. So therefore, I should have a gun too. Yes,
I would agree with that.
Right.
But number one, why is somebody having a knife with you? I do know you live in Fort Pierce. But, I mean, are you able to pull out your gun if somebody has a knife? Like, if somebody has a knife and they are a threat, they're way too close for you to end up using the gun to begin with.
Probably.
Like, they're right next to you and they pulled out a knife. They don't pull out a knife when they're, like, across the street.
Yeah. And then they come waving it at you.
Yeah,
You're like, oh!
Hey, I got a knife. I'm going to come kill you. No, that doesn't work. So that kind of doesn't work.
Yeah, no.
So that's the way I feel. So I hope you guys find this useful. We will put this on the podcast. We will put all the information that we just talked about on there as well under details. Hit the subscribe, hit the like button, hit the hype button, and hit Esther when you're out there. So Esther, say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
All right. See you soon, guys.